Hi everyone, Joe Gentili from Sarraf Gentile LLP. This video is going to be about EB-5. So I just saw an announcement that in the beginning of this month, someone was sentenced to over 5 years in prison related to an alleged EB-5 fraud. It had to do with a regional center in Florida raising over $30 million to build a hotel that was supposed to have celebrity investors and all sorts of fancy people associated with it, and it looks like it turned out to be a fraud and the investors lost their money. I don't know what happened to their immigration petitions, but if you're in a situation where the money, a lot of the money apparently didn't even go to developing the hotel, it just went elsewhere. Not great for the immigration situation as well. So the purpose of this video is really, I don't think there's enough voices in the EB-5 world highlighting the risk involved in a lot of these investments with regional centers and EB-5 projects. So there are plenty of situations out there, maybe even the majority, where the investments, they go fine, people get their money back, they eventually get their green cards, and everything goes well. I do think that happens most of the time, but there is a significant minority for which there's really there's big problems. So sometimes it's as egregious as a fraud. Other times it's less egregious, but there's certainly problems with the investments. What I'm saying is people need to be very, very careful and do their due diligence twice before cutting a check and investing in a project. I talked to too many people that put their life savings into a project, and there are problems, and sometimes these problems are difficult to deal with because the contract terms that they've agreed to are so onerous, and a lot of people either don't review the contract terms closely, or they trust a commission-based salesperson or something like that to interpret the contract for them, and they don't do a great job at it either because, well, they're not lawyers, they may not understand the contract, or like a lot of other people in the EB-5 space, they have a financial incentive for you to sign the check and invest. So they may not be that enthusiastic about pointing out things that don't make the investment look too great. So really what I'm saying with the video is just, if you're going to invest in an EB-5 project, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to do. It could work out really well. You just have to be very, very cautious about who you're giving your money to. Read everything closely. If you don't understand something, you may want to consider hiring an attorney or some other financial professional that's not affiliated with the project, whose pay is not hinged on whether you invest or not. Have them look it over and explain it to you and give some thoughts on whether it looks to be a good contract or a good investment. So I'm going to include a link in the description of the video to the press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office describing the prosecution that they just completed that I'd referred to earlier. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And if this video is useful, please subscribe or suggest to others who you think it might be useful to subscribe as well. Thanks. Bye.